Welcome back, everyone. Sheepdog Smokey here, and from the LA Times comes something that unfortunately is all too common today. Putting American flags on police cars sparks a backlash in Laguna Beach. A decision to affix an American flag graphic to the side of freshly painted Laguna Beach police cars is dividing residents, who are alternately praising the image as patriotic or panning it as too aggressive. After hearing the criticism and acknowledging that the image they provided didn't quite match the final results, officials agreed to reconsider their February decision to paint the Laguna Beach Police Department's fleet of 11 squad cars. The City Council will take up the issue again at its Tuesday meeting. People are screaming that the American flag on a police car is somehow or another hurting people's feelings who might be immigrants or visitors, said Councilman Peter Blake. People are actually ridiculous enough to bring up comments about our cop cars having American flags on them. Artist Carrie Woodburn went to the podium at the March 19th council meeting and said it was shocking to see the boldness of the design when the newly painted Ford Explorers rolled out. We have such an amazing community of artists here, and I thought the aesthetic didn't really represent our community, Woodburn said. It feels very aggressive. I'm sorry, if you feel that the national emblem of whatever country you're in is too aggressive, feel free to leave. Woodburn said in a follow-up email that her issues were only with the design aesthetic, and adding that she also would have liked local artists to have been asked to contribute design ideas for the project. Well, Miss Woodburn, get a job at the police, work your way up into the command structure, and then you can make that choice. My purpose for standing before the council was the fact that a design was put before the council and council approved the design, she wrote. Then the police cars showed up with a different design that was not approved. My shock was in seeing a design that was not the approved design, not shock at the American flag, as the original design included the American flag. I don't believe you, Miss Woodburn. I don't. Attorney Jennifer Waltz-Sider said the last council meeting that she found the police cars exceptional and questioned the loyalty who objected to the American flag display. They are so filled with hatred toward this office of the President of the United States and the current occupant of that office, say his name, President Donald J. Trump. She said that they cannot see through their current biases to realize that a police vehicle with the American flag is the ultimate American expression. The council agreed in February to repaint its all-white squad cars in black and white with the image of Old Glory running through the word police on the doors. Now, I'm going to highlight this so I know where I am, and we're going to look at something. That is Old Glory running through the word police. Unless you have an attachment of an exact image, and that is not this image, then you cannot say it was not the approved image, Miss Woodburn. If the approval was for an image, which is the word police with the American flag running through the letters, that's exactly what this is. But the graphic element of the paint job didn't scream Laguna Beach to everyone. Local designer Chris Prelitz was dining with his wife at the Montage Hotel when he spotted several parents and small children scattering. There was like a little panic going on, and I was like, what's happening? Prelitz said. The hubbub, he discovered, was over a cluster of police cars that had arrived on the scene. When one of them's there, it works, but all of a sudden I said, wow, when there are three, maybe four of them together, folks thought it was a SWAT team, federal agents. So they had a very striking, strong impact, so much that I think there might have been some unintended consequences. Laguna Beach Police Corporal Ryan Hotchkiss, president of the Laguna Beach Police Employees Association, said he received only positive feedback. Every time I came to a stop sign, every time I came to a red light, someone is telling me that the car looks great, Hotchkiss said at the meeting. Every one of our members that drives the car loves it, and we look forward to keeping them the way they are. On Tuesday, the council will decide whether to continue with the logo or choose an alternative. The cars, however, will remain black and white, City Manager John Pydick said. The proposed graphic that the council unanimously approved in February was a more muted version of the design that now appears on the car, according to a city staff report. Well, show that image. Otherwise, the described Old Glory running through the letters of police is exactly what you have. In February, Pydick called the proposed designs a cloud-like look. Not what you want for police. He said 2 weeks ago that the council would reconsider the logo out of an abundance of caution to address questions that have been raised about the process. Of the police department's 11 vehicles, 7 have the updated design, Police Sergeant Jim Cota said in a text message. Police Chief Laura Farinella said at the February 19th meeting that the black and white was more visible and distinguished police cars from other security vehicles. This is about safety. I want anybody to see it, period. Mayor Pro Tem Steve Dichterow said at the February meeting. There's something very simple about this story. People are using the supposed change, but they're, of course, never saying what the other image was. According to this article, the approved image was Old Glory running through the letters of police. It's exactly what you have. The American flag shown in the cutout letters of the word police. They're couching it in, it was changed without authorization. That is a cop-out. No pun intended. The idiot who said that it was a little panic, if they were showing off the logo, they're going to bring more than one car because you can put different angles and have them all visible at once. But this is just another story about people who want to control everything. They, on one hand, will say that the police are horribly racist and they're all violent pigs who should be removed because all they're doing is running around looking for little black boys to shoot. Of course, those same people, the second they hear a noise outside their door, call police and get upset if they're not there in 14 seconds. The design of the police car, in my mind, looks good. It is rather muted considering some of the police and other law enforcement vehicles I've seen. I've seen a few designs in some places that would make the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. look muted and would make other federal agencies that are real look like they're trying to hide. This is a patriotic design that is done very tastefully on a black and white vehicle. The only other part of the vehicle that I guess that no one can complain about is the red, white, and blue light bar. And that's because there's no way to change that. A little tip for you. If you see red and white in your rearview mirror, get out of the way. It's an ambulance or a fire truck. If you see red, white, and blue, it's a cop. And if they don't speed around you, start pulling over. They may just need you to get out of their way, but they also may be behind you for a reason. This is idiotic. Plain and simple it is. The story here, everything in this story, and the LA Times is not a conservative publication, trust me. But everything I read here says that the approval was for, and I quote, an image of Old Glory flying through the letters of the word police, end quote. That is exactly what you see on that screen right there. The image of Old Glory flying in the letters of the word police. Unfortunately, it's not muted. It's not the American flag apologizing for someone enforcing the laws of the land. This is, of course, in Californistan, the land of fruits and nuts, where up until Trump said, fine, I'll send all the illegal immigrants that we catch to California, was proud to be a sanctuary state. Come on in, everybody's welcome. We won't let you be deported. Trump says, fine, we'll send more. Well, how dare you? That's just going to cause problems. There is no logic or anything with liberals. I personally hope that the chief of police stands up at the next meeting and says, here's the deal. The approval was for an image of Old Glory flying in the letters of the word police. That's what you got. We are painting the rest of our cars. We're not going to spend unnecessary money to repaint them because some idiots decided they don't like what was chosen. End of story. But unfortunately, being California, she'd probably be fired and drummed out of the state for doing that. Anyway, I've talked about this one long enough. Let me know what you think. Just remember, keep it civil. We only learn from debate, not argument. Also, make sure to please like and share the video, and make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so that you are one of the first to know of any new content as it is posted. Until the next time, everyone have a wonderful day.